Fabulous. Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to transition. John, you want to talk something until I make the transition?
Can I talk? You're going to pull up the slides?
Yes. So,
Jennifer, you're here in Houston?
Jennifer, it's Jen. It's our friend, the photographer.
I know. I'm just for other folks.
She is an amazing photographer. I follow her on Instagram, and she has remarkable works.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Very passionate about it, as I know you all are too. But thank you.
Jennifer actually shot your exhibition last year, didn't you?
Yes.
Thanks.
Now we wanna make some housekeeping at the beginning of the show. We want to remind everybody that whatever we present in this show, it's not only for viewing, but for a sale as well. So if you are in love with any of these pieces, you can get in touch with us, or you can go to our website and purchase them, or get in touch with us, and we'll sort these things out. And what else, John? We can ship anywhere in the world. Easy from Houston, right?
Listen, the other thing is that if you're watching us on Facebook, we can't see your comments live, so we will get back to you.
That's right.
But if you would be interested in a piece, just let us know. But we can't see you live, so.
And now we're gonna switch back to our slideshow, if I find it again. Here we go. First of all, what's going on? Well, can anybody see the slides?
Yeah, we can see them.
Fantastic. Yeah. We do have a group exhibition here at Silver Steel Studios in Houston. It started on March 26th, and it's gonna go all the way to June 4. And we have several pieces in the show. Mine are on screen right now. Cognition and Drift. I mentioned before in the previous edition. They are from the Synapse. They're all from Synapse series. However, these on the left side are printed on plexiglass, and they are. I never print on plexiglass, but this looks very, very good, and I'm pleased with the results. The other one, Petal Lines, is a 14 by 14 printed on paper. And these two pieces are printed on canvas, and they are from the In Motion series. They're quite large, 36 by 36. They are all framed in this beautiful aluminum frame. John, you have some news too about this exhibition.
Yeah, and so the pieces that I had, and by the way, shout out to Deborah Ellington here, because she is in the committee that actually curated this whole thing. So thank you, Deborah, for all that work. We know how much work that is. But these are the three that I have. We mentioned them last week. Futaki is on paper. Firebreak is an acrylic 16 by 20. And then drums, I actually sold the first day. So last Saturday, we sold that one right off the wall. So hooray.
I'm so proud of you.
One less thing to hang up. And then because the exhibition extended beyond the main hallway, we were able to put in extra pieces. And I have several extra pieces, one of which is She Watches, the nun here. And people were taking selfies with this picture last weekend. So that was kind of fun.
Funny, yes. All right, moving forward, this coming Saturday at Silver Steel Studios, it's an open studios event. So we are open from 12 to 5 p.m. Most of the artist studios will be open. And if you are around town and you have nothing else to do, come and visit us. We would love to chat with you. We will give you a private tour about the gallery and show you our works. And probably we'll have some wine as well.
You know, it's actually very nice because it's just our building that's open. So if you're going to come to Sawyer Yards, where there's so many buildings, there's 6 different buildings. This way you can spend the time in one building. We still have, 60 artists, Deborah, and something like that. So you can still spend a little more focused time with the artists and things without being overwhelmed by the whole compound.
Now, because you mentioned Deborah, I want to give Deborah a shout out. She is a fabulous, not only painter, but glass artist.
Mhm.
And I think you should come not only visit us, but see some glass works as well that it's
Deborah will be
made by
here.
Deborah.
Thank you.
All right, moving forward, the time flies very fast for some reason. We had another lovely exhibition here organized by our friend and painter Adam Land. It's called Fracture Landscapes, and it's within the Silver Street Studios. And I put a slideshow together here to show you his work, his remarkable works. And
He really does great work. He's very, very professional in his execution. He does a really fine job. And this is the new space that the building has opened up for featured exhibitions. So we'll each get a turn in that space.
And actually, this is going to be your space for your
In July. Mhm.
future exhibition. Anyway, so another great surprise.
Congratulations. So Adam will be up all month, till the end of this month.
Another great surprise, both John and I and several other artists, I think 10 in total, were invited to participate in a group exhibition in September that is called Tenant. It's a exhibition organized and sponsored by Serrano Gallery and Valentina Atkinson. And this is actually the second edition. The first edition was 5 years ago. And it's has a unique feeling to it. John, you want to explain this further?
Yeah, they're basically, the whole idea is that these are tenants. So they said 10 ants.
Mhm.
So we're each an ant, and there are 10 of us selected for this, which is a lovely honor to be selected. I think Deborah's in that group as well. And so we are actually, there are 10 different kind of packing crates that were used before when this exhibition happened. And so we were able to start planning how we're going to do this. It's in September, I believe.
And I was able to film a little behind the scene just to share with you how the crates look like and some the preparation and of course the first meeting.
So each of us will have our own, his or her own crate to decorate in the exhibition.
Yeah,
That's quite an honor.
I think this is going to be very, very, very lovely. Moving forward, you have another great
Yes.
news.
You know, I'm in the residency program in Mexico City, and we had an art project, and my work was not chosen to be in the physical show in Mexico City. However, I am included on Artsy for their online exhibition.
Mhm.
So the good news is that the gallery and residency program was chosen as one of the representative galleries for Sonamaco, which is the huge art fair in Mexico. And so we'll get lots and lots of notoriety. People from all over will now be able to see my work on Artsy, as well as the in-person exhibition there in Mexico City.
And I'm a
So-
little jealous because you got to get into the Artsy. Artsy
I'm
is
in Artsy.
quite a big deal to be in.
And this is the work that I'm submitting. It's actually behind me. It's called El Túnel,
Oh,
and which is
Let-
tunnel in Spanish.
let me stop the share screen. Can
Wanna
you
see
go
how big it
closer?
is?
Yes, I think it would be lovely to show us the actual beautiful. Yes.
And it's a work that I like quite a bit, and it was the one that Michael Swank, the director of the program, selected to go onto Artsy. So
Mhm.
fingers crossed, maybe it'll sell. And maybe I'll get discovered by wealthy Mexican art collectors.
Okay, and one more from you.
Yes, and so we mentioned that I have the show in July. And I said, okay, this is my first exhibition. And we talked a little bit last week about the fact that, you know, I'm 60. Well, I'm 61 now, but And that I said, okay, this is great. If I have this first exhibition now, I might as well go ahead and start some sort of legacy series. And so it's called Pancamarga, which is a Buddhist term referring to the 5 paths to perfection, to Buddhahood. And though I'm not seeking to be Buddha, though I'm looking more and more like him, the series will actually, every 5 years, I will launch 20 paintings for 5 years over a period of 20 years. Mm-hmm. So this series will finish when I'm 80. The first installment will start in July at this opening. I'm not going to show you any of the paintings that are secret. You have to come to the show. But it's a very exciting point for me because I feel like I'm really starting officially my kind of professional art career, even though I've been doing this for several years now. This is my first solo exhibition, and I'm stoked. So, and more to come.
I'm very privileged that I got to see some of them, and probably I'm going to see them very soon, all of them, because they need to be photographed, right? Anyway, so moving forward to my very first feature artworks that I want to talk about today is called Guardians. And this has an interesting story. You know, I am fascinated with this falling architecture. And I had these random pictures in my computer, and but I never thought to work anything like a surrealism sort of architecture. And while we were actually sharing studios in Sabinski Studios with Cecilia Villanueva, she's a painter, I got inspired of her work. What she does, it's very architectural, almost like a blueprint. So if you guys want to check her out, go and look for her Facebook page. She does fabulous job. Anyway, so I said, I want to do something that looks like her, but it's made out of photography. So I put this together, and it was lovely, and I fall in love with this image. And then probably a year later, she visited my studio, and she saw this image, and she said, oh my God, I love it so much. Can I have your permission to paint it? And then I never heard anything from her. It was just a conversation at that point. And then a few weeks ago, she posted on Facebook, you know, some previews about this. And I'm going to share with you this clip in a second. And those are kind of details of this image.
I believe she told us when she came in, she saw your painting and then she had a dream about it. And she came in and bought it. Well, it's not a painting, it's a photograph, but she came in and bought it, didn't she?
And I wasn't quite sure what she's referring to. And then we clarify exactly what she's talking about. And I was so honored in a way that, you know, she was inspired about my piece, and I was inspired by her artwork to make this piece. Does it make sense? And
well, now we're 20 minutes in.
All right. And here is, you can see on the background the shape of that painting. I think.
Yes, look at that.
The second piece I want to share with you, it's called Maria, and depicts a countrywoman in Romania. I took, you know, I'm in love with photographing people, country people working their fields, and you know, photographing them at their place. And here's Maria. While I was driving in Romania, in a fall, I know I've seen this lady on the field, and I stopped the car and I run on the fields, and I said, I asked her, can I have your permission to take a picture of you with a horse? And she absolutely was shocked. I said, absolutely, why not? Anyway, I did pay her something because I felt so guilty not to. And I thought, it's very soon, Mother's Day is coming, and this would make it into, I believe, into a great art gift. Why not? Last year, this picture has been selected by Praxis Gallery and made it into a group show.
A group show. Mhm. Magnificent. And she was a delightful person.
Yes, and it's, this particular print, it's a very limited, it's an edition of 10, and they are designed for a 16 by 20 frame.
Magnificent.
Fabulous.
In the spirit of collaboration, we were talking about the collaboration Bogdan and Cecilia are doing with her. We had an opportunity to do a collaboration for a show here at the Winter Street Studios. And we didn't have a lot of time. We didn't apply on time. And so basically we had like a couple of days and said, how can Bogdan and I collaborate for this show? And so he had a photograph that I painted, and it's called East Meets West. I have it here.
And before I want to show you, before we show this image, I want to show you how the actual image looked like.
The original photo.
Yeah, it's just a man with
a man driving a big haystack. And I said, okay, what can we do with this? So he handed me the photo, and then I did a watercolor on top. And just kind of made some fun. So that one is a lot of fun. We enjoyed doing that, a collaboration between us. And we do other collaborations as well. You want to go to the next one? And this one is called Tornado. We did a whole series I call Storms. And basically Bogdan did the ink work. So he it's an inker, that's acrylic, I guess. He did the line work. So he did the basic, you did the black and the blue and the pink on paper, and then handed me the scribble. And then I turned that into some other pieces. So this one is called Tornado. They're 12 by 12. Got it here as well.
Oh, just a second, John. Let me switch screens here. Now, can you show us again? Yes, I'm glad you finished. I mean, I put the lines and he finished the piece. I liked how this working.
Yeah, and of course, neither of us had any control over what the other one was going to do. So those are the two that I wanted to share with you guys today. Working collaboratively is always a lot of fun. And we don't often get the chance as artists to do that. We kind of work alone.
Do you guys have any questions for us?
No, I love the colors in the last one. So I better turn it off.
I think the dog has some questions, but
yes,
I know
exactly.
but I love the colors of the last one. It's just really beautiful.
The whole series is very, very
abstract it's lovely.
And they're all available on my website as well if you want to see the whole thing. JohnBishopFineArt.com. And just to get an idea of what the rest of the series looks like. Great. So I'm sorry?
Ryan, seems like he has some questions.
I don't see Ryan.
No, I was just going to make a comment, and maybe I just misheard it, or maybe you unintentionally said it, but when you announced the title of that one, I thought you said Eats Meets West.
Eats, that's even better.
So I thought that was an interesting play on words. That piece is very smart and stunning. I love that one.
It's a lot of fun, and people just stop and laugh. It's a one-off.
I actually have a close-up of it because it's so much details in there. I said, John, I have to do a clip so I can show that there is not just a hamburger, it's some cheese, and I can see a tomato in there, a piece of salad.
And he had this, I guess, some sort of spike stuck in it to keep the hay from falling off. And I said, that looks like one of the toothpick in the hamburger. That's probably what sparked the idea for the hamburger. And then, of course, his body weight pushes the hay down, so he's pushing down the bun. There's a little bit of kind of hay sticking out the bottom, but oh well.
He was like, give me
You
a
get
picture, give me any picture. We have to do a project together. And I said, great, here, a picture. Let's see what can you do with it.
And we're basically celebrating Bogdan's
I
heritage.
had no idea.
We're celebrating Bogdan's heritage and my own.
Yeah. Well, this is what we wanted to show you in this edition of Art Chat, and I hope you guys enjoyed our pieces. And you are always welcome to visit our studios. I am in Silver Steel Studios number 111, and John is in 108.
Mhm. And also, in addition to this production, I do a weekly blog, a weekly vlog, a weekly podcast, and this show.
And
So
we are sharing.
we're busy.
We're sharing whatever we do on every platform that's there. You know,
Makes sense. Yeah.
if you have an Instagram account, you can always come and check me out. I'm on Bogdan on Instagram. It's easy to remember, and follow me. I have lots of stuff, great stuff.
Excellent. Well, you guys have a lovely week. I thank you for coming, and we will be back next week with some more wonderful art.
And thank
See you then.
Thank you to those who watch us on Facebook.
Thank you, Facebook folks. You
And
bet.
see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.